So it says here, BRICS countries dump $123 billion in U.S. treasuries in 2023. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, the United States doesn't need any more problems. And if people are not seeing the way that the energies are going, I mean, I don't know what to tell them. But there needs to be some solutions. The United States needs better leadership, 100% across the board, from regulators on up to the top. Because the people, I'm telling you right now, the people are the ones that are going to feel the brunt of these different impacts. You look at the OPEC plus cuts, one. You look at the terrible job industry. It's going to be a war over jobs. You know, once again, like I said in the last video, already the job market is tight. Let's be clear about that. There's a lot of people saying, I've read a lot of articles saying, people saying, hey, listen, there's job posting, but they're calling jobs. They're not even getting calls back. Right. Then on top of that, to have the Fed say, hey, we're going to have more people lose their jobs, which is a natural symptom of raising interest rates. You do know that, right? So, I mean, then to allow like 500,000 people to have work permits now, there's going to be a war over those jobs that are on the ground. So you have that going on. Then you have the problems with the banking system. The banking system has been terrible. And I don't think it's going to get any better. You have the commercial real estate problem. You have the unrealized losses problem. You have, they want to tighten regulations and capital requirements on the banks. That's going to be a problem, right? So the banks are, it's getting insane. So you have that. So, but with the commercial real estate, it could take down a lot of those banks, right? So if a lot of banks go under, first of all, let's just tackle the issue of if a lot of those banks go under, before they go under, there will be bank runs. That's a big problem. There will be bank runs if commercial real estate crushes them, right? So then you have the problem of, like this article says here. It says, it's from Wall Street Journal. I'm just going to read the headline here. It says, commercial real estate's next big headache, spiraling insurance costs. Oh, you don't say. Just when they didn't need more problems, they get more. I mean, so right now, it's just looking like, look, if everything has a natural rhythm in life, a natural rise and fall, it's natural seasons, a spring, a summer, a winter, everything has its cycle of birth, growth, decadence, and death. Then right now, what we're looking at is the decay and death stage. In my humble opinion, you don't have to agree with this, but in order to make it through, I think we need to recognize what's going on. But it would be that ending period of this particular system. This is what I'm saying. Something is breaking down, and really, you can look at it as a positive, where the systems are breaking down, and the people. I'm not going to say those other ones, those so-called leaders. No, because they haven't done anything before. I don't expect them to do anything now. But the few wise people who are able to take certain positions and such, they can make changes that turn this negative into a positive, that take what has been broken down and build something beautiful in the future out of it. That's definitely possible. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I'm not a mind reader, but you could definitely prepare yourself to make it through a lot of these rigors that are definitely coming. So in addition to all of that, you have these countries dollar dumping, treasury dumping around the world. It's only going to increase. The West is definitely under attack, and it's not without its cause. Every cause has a B cause, right? So then let's move here, because OPEC plus. Their members, the BRICS nation members, man, they are relentless. This is an article from Watcher.guru. People better prepare, because they're going to stick to those oil cuts. That's going to affect everything. It hasn't been felt yet. It's going to affect everything. This is an article titled Saudi Arabia looks to acquire international oil and gas assets. They're going all the way in, folks. You better prepare. The new BRICS member, Saudi Arabia. These are real articles. So, this is, sometimes people only want to look at just the good, but in order to enjoy that good, you must know where the pitfalls are, where the pits are, where the holes in the ground are, where the trouble is, so you can avoid those holes in the ground, avoid that trouble so that you can continue to enjoy that good, correct? And that's what we're looking at here. We're looking at holes in the ground, folks. We're looking at trouble so we can try to avoid this or remedy it, if there is a remedy, and so we can continue to enjoy the good, quote unquote. It says the new BRICS member, Saudi Arabia, is looking to acquire international oil and gas assets across Europe, South America, and Africa. What? Whoa, Nelly. Oh, they're going all the way. Saudi Arabia's national oil company, Aramco, is increasingly looking to expand its leadership in the oil sector outside the kingdom. Aramco began acquiring international oil and gas assets in 2020 on a smaller scale and now looks to kickstart large acquisitions. Isn't this rather timely? Right? When they're saying all these articles are being written, oh man, other countries besides OPEC Plus and BRICS countries are increasing oil output, so that could offset everything. They always like to put this delusion out there. And it's like, well, Saudi Arabia obviously saw that and took umbrage to it and said, hey, you think that they're going to offset the hard work that we're doing? Oh, watch this. We're gonna just start buying everything up. Woo, chess moves being made. Are you watching the chess moves? So now let's move on here. Right. So, of course, like I said, the West doesn't need more problems, but this is what the leadership has led to over the last few decades. This is from bncrypto.com. U.S. national debt alarm sounding. Of course. Why not? I mean, like I said it in the yesterday's video. The government just spending money like a child that found their parents' credit card, just going nuts in the mall on some Ferris Bueller Day Out spending spree. It's nuts to me. By the way, the Ferris Bueller, you ever watch that Ferris Bueller? That's a good movie, isn't it? That's a good movie. Yeah, these youth don't know about Ferris Bueller. Mr. Bueller. Wait, I'm sorry. I can't sound like Ben Stein, but that was, by the way, who doesn't like Ben Stein, right? But I couldn't stand his game show. Little random tidbits. Why not? I share with you. Why not? It says here, the national debt in the United States has been surging since it surpassed a record $33 trillion. What happens when the US dollar is no longer the world reserve currency as they're trying to unseat it right now? Are you seeing the activity that's happening? A lot of people say, oh, no, it could never happen. Well, the Romans said the same thing at the fall of Rome. They said, oh, no, Rome could never fall. And then it fell. Right. So I never say never. I'm just saying, I mean, that debt is going to be impactful in the future. It says here, moreover, the amount piled on daily is larger than the market capitalization of the seventh largest crypto asset. Not that matters. On September 26, macroeconomics outlet the Colbisi letter reported that the total U.S. debt jumped by $100 billion since it crossed the $33 trillion exactly 1 week ago. Moreover, that equates to $14.3 billion per day. Well, yeah, when you enter negotiations and you're terrible at it, and so you wind up removing the debt cap, the debt limit, then why would they not spend like it's no tomorrow? Are they? I don't think that they're concerned about the future at all. They're doing what they want now, living for today. YOLO, you only live once type activity today. Not thinking about the effect that this is going to have economically, not just in the U.S., but globally in the future. This is why the people, the people, if they weren't so busy fighting each other and battling each other, they could actually acknowledge this, see this, and come up with a remedy for this and enforce that remedy. The people collectively, if they had a collective will, they could be very impactful. Just unfortunately right now, they just do not. But this is definitely something to address. But we'll see how things go in the future. Those wise individuals are, they have a lot of different ways to protect their value, protect their properties and such. And like I said, to continue to observe what problems need to either be remedied or avoided in order to continue to enjoy the life that they live. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, folks, good here speaking with you. And let's get to the money.